Hi, boys and girls. We're going to be reading The Nest. This is our second decodable reader in Lesson 15 of our Journeys, Unit 3, Decodable Reader. We're on page 105. And so I'm going to read it with you 2 times. The first one, I'll just read it to you. And the second time, you can read it with me. Before we do that, I want to note that there are going to be some I consonant E words in here. So there's a consonant, and there's an E, right? But right now this says k, it, kit, kit, like a first aid kit. The I says it's short sound. But when we introduce the E has the power to make the I say its long sound. It says its name, I, kite. So, and then this one rhymes with it, same word family. So this is it, bit. E makes the vowel say its long sound, its name, bite. Okay, here's a couple words that are in the story. This one says glide, glide, ride. I don't know if that's in our story. And wide, wide. The E is silent as it makes the vowel say its long sound. And since the vowel is I, it says I, or its name, I, wide. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to read it to you. The nest. I wonder if the story is going to be about his nest or her nest. This big bird has a name. His name is Pale Male. Pale Male's chest is white. So right here, that's his chest. Pale Male's neck is white. So right underneath there is his neck, and that's white too. It's brown on top and white underneath. Pale Male has a nest. The nest is wide. You see, he goes a lot this way from side to side. It's wide. It is a big, big nest. It is. If we saw one of those on our school, above our school doorway, we would think it was a big nest too. Pale Male made it. What? He took all those sticks up there to make it? It can take a long time to make a big nest like this. If you think about it, every single one of those sticks had to be brought up. And over here, you can see how high it is. Oh wait, way up there. So they had to fly from where the trees were and the twigs were way up there to take each and every one of these little twigs. If you walk past it, look up. See, look up, guys. You see it up there? Pale Male's nest is not just a big pile of sticks and vines. It is a fine nest. Okay, so this is a really good job for a bird's nest, not just a pile of sticks. Oh. The nest had eggs in it. It has small chicks in it now. You see the little chicks? Dad and Mom find mice for them. Those chicks get quite big as Mom and Dad. So if you're a Mom or Dad hawk and you have baby chicks, you got to go find some mice for them to eat. So what's happening here? Oh, did those baby chicks grow up a little bit? It is time to fly. Chicks grasp the nest at its side. So they got their little claws and they're holding on to the nest and they're exercising their wings. Chicks flap and flap and flap. Flap is when their wings go up and down, but they're not going anywhere because they're holding on tight. Then they let go and glide, glide, flap, flap, glide. Both can fly. Oh, so they've been practicing, and so now they're stronger and they can fly. This big chick can fly like mom and dad. This chick can rise up and dip down. Rise and dive, chick. Rise and glide, chick. Fly. So proud of him, eating all his baby mice until he got big and strong, exercising his wings so that when it was time for him to start flying, he'd be able to flap his wings. Okay, now I'm going to read it with a small voice and you're going to read it with any kind of voice you want. So you're reading it, see how many words you know on this page. Okay, ready? You ready to read? Do you have your finger underneath the word? Get your mouth ready. Read. The nest. This big bird has a name. His name is Pale Male. Pale Male's chest is white. Pale Male's neck is white. Pale Male has a nest. The nest is wide. It is a big, big nest. Pale Male made it. It can take a long time to make a big nest like this. If you walk past it, look up. Pale Male's nest is not just a big pile of sticks and vines. It is a fine nest. The nest had eggs in it. It has small chicks in it now. Dad and Mom find mice for them. Those chicks get quite big as Mom and Dad. It is time to fly. Chicks grasp the nest at its side. Chicks flap and flap and flap. Then they let go and glide. Glide. Flap, flap. Glide. Both can fly. So glide is like this. Like when you're going like this, you're gliding if you're a bird. And then flap is like that. All right. This big chick can fly like Mom and Dad. This chick can rise up and dip down. Rise and dive, chick. Rise and glide, chick. Fly. All right, that was fun reading that. Toodaloo.